Welcome back to Disco Elysium, the Ballad of Officer Superstar. When we last left off, we were combing the coast down here looking for Ruby and trying to determine where the shot that killed Lele came from. We had 3 clues to the shot. Let's pull up our tasks. We had 3 clues to the shot. Land's End, which is where we just were towards the end of the last episode where there was that broken radio tower and we found cigarette butts and stuff. The boardwalk, which we checked twice in the last episode and nothing came up, so I don't know if it's bugged like the pigs was. And the island. I'm not certain where the island is, but maybe we can take Joyce's boat to get there or something. I'm not really certain. Then the other thing we're doing down here is looking for Ruby. And if we can't find her, it says return to the Feld mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. I read this as, hey, if you're so lame that you can't figure it out, here's a little get out of jail free card that you can pull. So I'm willing to do that, accepting that I'm lame. But first, I want to do all the stuff we need to do in the evening without Kim. And we're close to the evening. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to read our books. So to pass some time. And then once it gets to be 2200, we can look for the pigs at the boardwalk. Then we can go join the reading club. Then we can ditch Kim and go do a couple of other things. I don't know if we need to ditch Kim to go to the reading club, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to read some more Dick Mullen.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
So remember, we're trying to get to like 2200 hours here.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night.
So I've read through this already, and if you've been watching all the episodes, you will have read through this with me. So I'm not going to make you sit through it all. However, if there are other people who join late, they may be interested in it. So I will put a chapter marker for after the Dick Mullen reading, if you want to just skip right to that.
Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Insulindium coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights.
All right, let's keep reading.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vespa police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vespa police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
Okay, before I said no way he did it and keep reading, but this time we're going to say, the cops released their prime murder suspect so he can find the real killer? Are you shitting me?
What's the matter, detective?
I don't know who's writing this shit, but I get the feeling they aren't experts on homicide investigations, Kim.
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature.
I guess that's fair. Okay, so Mullen didn't do it. Let's keep reading.
Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Denerva.
Nice, a dame.
And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million, a knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret.
I'm still going to go for this man who doesn't, like I did last time.
Secrets are the currency of human relations. Your secrets are unknown, even unto you. So does that make you a rich man or a beggar?
Ah, a deep philosophical question, Volition, which we are not going to attempt to answer right now. Now it's getting interesting.
Denerve reveals that she was Spillane's lover, and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel.
Of course it does. This is a detective fiction book.
Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
All right, tell me about the corrupt police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
I want to hear about the politician's son.
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height, and while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
And what was that about an art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
This is just such classic pulp detective fiction. It's hilarious. Okay, let's get on with the story.
One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
Of course they are, because he's always going to get the dame.
Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips.
Yeah, I think in this case, Superstar is going to be all into this idea, because he would like to have some companionship. Nice, get it, Mullen.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you."
The name of the true killer.
Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly.
Ah, fuck.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Ah, well, double fuck.
Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life.
Oh, of course he is, and he's probably going to be put in a jail with people that he has sent away.
Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
Wait, I've got some questions first.
What is it, detective?
Remember, we're watching for this to become 2200 hours. Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Right. And also he can keep a dame in every port, so to speak.
What's the matter? Afraid you've been hacking up your friends' bodies in the night?
No, that hadn't occurred to me, Half-Light. Thank you for that. Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I not born to be a detective?
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words.
Yeah, I didn't think I actually would. Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, detective?
Okay, maybe not. There are parts worth saving, like my life.
Like what?
Friends and family, because he wants Dora back and he's trying to recover his life.
Do you even have those?
I did, but I lost them.
Did you lose them? Or did they leave you? Do you even know the difference?
I don't think Superstar does.
But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
Okay, we've hit our 2200, but I feel like we should finish this. I don't have any more questions. I figured it all out.
So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
And then here we go. You know what? I don't even care. You know what? Right now, I don't.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
All right, we'll come back to this after we deal with the real tasks, because I do want to see what comes of this. Okay, we put the book away. Let's go to the boardwalk now. Oh, that's over here. Let's go to the boardwalk now. I'm going to zoom out a little and see if we can find the pigs, because it's after 2200 hours. Keep your fingers crossed, because if this is a critical part of the game to get our gun back and it doesn't work, we're bugged out of the finish. Okay. This is bad. There was a funny sound here last time. And I was told by someone in the comment section, I apologize, I don't remember who. I was told that that was supposed to be the pigs. But she never showed up, it was bugged out. So this is an issue. I think we can do the pigs quest with Kim. It may be that we have to ditch him. But let's see, we're just going to search all around here. Okay, nothing's happening. Okay, I think we can do it with Kim. But I'm going to take the extreme step of saving and coming back. So I will be right back. Okay, we're back from a save and reload. And... Oh! It worked!
Put your hands where I can see them.
Check it out! It totally worked! The aging woman under the mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone. This is so cool. Look at her. Neat. Wow, she's really a crank, huh?
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Is she pointing our gun at us? I like how she's hand cranking the siren too. That's so neat.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Oh, check it out! Kim pulled his weapon on her.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Oh gosh, I hope Kim doesn't have to shoot her.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Alright, let's see if we can defuse this. I'm not moving.
Suspect is on the loose. Suspect at large. Officer, administer street justice at our own peril.
Oh boy.
That one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike above was what was actually required. Suspect is under control. Suspect is under control.
Look how still Kim is holding. He's really got it. Like, he could do some modeling.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
I think we've calmed her down.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later.
Oh boy.
Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
Yeah, let's do that. And we also have some hand-eye coordination stuff we can put on. Those super expensive found shoes. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance. Suspect at large. Get on the ground.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key.
Big red key.
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's the goddamn police shitbag. Hug the pavement. You're under arrest.
I'm not too worried because she doesn't seem to be doing anything.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Oh yeah, that's true. She may need to up the meds. We're gonna try this. It's a little risky, but I want to try it. You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Status unconfirmed.
Back up and identify ourselves. Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi from the 57th.
No. Oh, no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth. Aggravated assault. Man down. Officers in pursuit.
This poor lady.
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
Logic playing the role of Captain Obvious here today.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
You are.
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
Oh, we could say, hey, you're the one impersonating a police officer. How about we really are cops? Look at my badge, and we're going to take it out and show it to her.
License and registration. License and registration. Come in, dispatch. Sector. Azimuth.
It's not a code, just
disjointed words.
Yeah, rhetoric has joined logic in the Captain Obvious.
She's losing it. One twitch and there would be blood.
Okay, so we're going to game this a little bit. We only have 17% and we're already +1 because this is the pig. So we need to increase our hand-eye coordination. So let's step away. This doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later.
We can't leave. A delirious
Oh, no.
civilian is pointing firearm at us.
Oh,
Your
no.
Firearm. You need to solve this.
Okay, but let me change my clothes first, Kim. No, this is really bad. No, you don't understand. This is terrible. We're in the middle of thinking something that... Oh, no, that's physical instrument. Kim, we're fucked. Okay, here we go. Everybody cross your fingers. Time to get my gun.
Here's
What?
the plan. You hurl the ledger in her face.
We did it.
Darted right and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel. Right one breaks the wrist.
I can't believe we made that.
No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
Let's whisper to Kim, because we want him to tone it down as well. Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun.
Huh? My God, I think you're right.
Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets.
What?
The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait!
This isn't police issue.
Oh,
Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this?
it's a hallucination.
Police guns always have bullets.
Whoa.
What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Oh, wow. That's sad. That's really sad sounding.
She looks devastated.
She sounds devastated, too. The voice actor did an incredible job.
Grab the gun. Right now. This might be your only chance.
Oh, we could leave it. We could say, I'm done with this gun, leave it behind forever. But no, we're going to pick it up.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
So it's a Villiers 9mm pepper box pistol.
This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore.
Wow, that's beautifully depressing. Ah, that's a really nice piece of writing.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Okay, we completed the task of confront the pigs and get our gun back. We got 30 experience.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you, and we gently touch her on the shoulder.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think is happening to her, Kim?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness.
You're probably right. Loneliness.
Yeah, looks like a bad case. But the question is what to do with her right now.
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone.
I'm not sure I actually agree with that, but we'll go with Kim's perspective.
We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
We could say, wait, I was really hoping I could give her one of those station call slips. That's ridiculous. Yeah, actually, based on the way Titus worked with us before, when we were trying to figure out what happened with Klaji and Ruby, I'd say that sounds good. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home.
Oh, they're probably still partying, but we'll go back to the whirling on our way to the book club.
But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Okay.
Please, leave the radio on.
She mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more.
So can we do something with her? All right, let's take a look at her. Little autosave action going on.
The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap?
Are we going to steal from this poor woman?
There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
I guess we are. Let's pick up the RCM cap.
She doesn't even flinch.
as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
All right, so we got a cap. We'll look at it in a little bit.
Oh, is that yours?
Maybe, probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
All right, let's confiscate the narcotics, of course.
You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed.
Of course
as
we did.
evidence, obviously.
Obviously.
She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you are doing now.
Yeah, but she probably actually did confiscate them, whereas we are going to probably misplace them on the way to the evidence locker.
You might not want to take those. You seem to have a slight problem.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're actually thinking about it right now, Kim.
Listen to him, for once.
I'm confiscating these as evidence, Kim.
Sure. I guess that's fine.
Let's shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Okay, let's leave her be. Let's see if there's anything else we can do
The
with her.
woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Nothing more to do here.
Okay, well that's great. So that's the pigs, and that's our gun. Before we look at our gun, I want to just run out to the boardwalk. There's nothing. So I don't really know what to do about the boardwalk. I'm not going to worry about it. We do need to head up to join our reading group. So we're going to do that. Let's just, I think if we stand in front of the church, we can use the fast travel. Okay, let's fast travel. So we're going to go to the waterfront. We'll go into the whirling. We'll talk to Titus, and then we're going to look at the stuff that we got. And then we'll join the reading group if there's still time in this episode. Otherwise, that will be for next episode. There's Titus. Okay, let's tell him about the pigs.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
Coppernado. I like that term. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
Yeah, because I think that's what you think your job
You're
is.
local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah, we're showing you respect.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, it's her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Coorong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, she found my gun.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Yeah, she had my gun.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun?
Yeah, she sure did.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
That's right. That's right. I'm beyond embarrassing myself here.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
What's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
That was Elaine pouring himself another drink. Marianne Amigo LaPlante? Let's say that.
Fuck you, pig. What the fuck you are playing at, huh?
Easy, Al. Don't let him get to you. Have one for Auntie LaPlante, huh?
Don't disrespect Miss LaPlante, Copper. She's good people. We all get a little crazy sometimes.
Well, that's certainly true. Who was she?
Was, like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks for that not so helpful comment,
The
Rhetoric.
children kept her together.
How'd she get like this, Titus?
Yet wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends? Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Yeah, Carl. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
All right, Titus. Where'd she get all her cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
We're taking off.
Anything else you want, Carl?
Nope, we're taking off. Oh, we had a thought.
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Taola? What's that?
Ulogu theodos, xino zausin, ipoli osivien, echondes fronisin.
Wait. When did this countdown begin?
Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality, are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Am I sure it's not just a joke? Like some kind of coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
Well, I am a little afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps, just a thought, this has something to do with the hangover.
I would be shocked if it didn't. All right, I do think the world might end soon, so let's opt into whatever this
The
is.
face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
All right, so we got a new thought called Cop of the Apocalypse, which we will take a look at as well. There's so much we need to look at. In fact, that's how we are going to start next episode. We will look at our gun, look at the cap that we got, and we will look at the new thought. But for now, we're going to call the episode here. Thank you so much for your viewership and your support. I love you very much. Please remember to have your pet spayed or neutered.